How you going today, folks? We're back with another episode of Baking Geek, and today I'm going to be making melting moments. Now, these are a piped biscuit, much like the old style Viennese, but these are much better. Back when I first started working patisseries years ago, when I was a young fella, I used to pipe rack after rack of these things, and I'll tell you what, it taught you how to pipe a really good rosette. I used to have this angry Finnish lady, and she'd come up behind you, and if she didn't like the rosette that you piped, she'd scrape them back up and she'd throw them back in the bowl and scream in your face. Anyway, we're not going to scream in anyone's face today, but anyway, let's do it. So I'm going to flash the recipe up on the screen, so there's no need for me to stumble through it. Anyway, you want your butter probably room temp. We're going to whip it right up, get it really nice and fluffy. There's only 4 ingredients, 5 if you include the vanilla, 6 if you include salt, ingredients in this. Okay, so it's butter, icing sugar, flour, corn flour. That's it. Yeah, let's go. Chuck it in your mixer. Alright. Then we're going to get... Okay, there's only a couple of things I spend really good money on when it comes to ingredients. One is vanilla, the other one's butter. Okay, so butter, you can, if you get cheap butter, it's going to be full of water, it's not going to be unfractionated, it's going to be junk. I do actually buy the good quality butter. Even when it comes to chocolate, I buy cheap chocolate, but you know, when it comes to certain ingredients, you have to spend the money. So, okay, a little dash of vanilla. Just going to throw... Okay, let's do that again. My battery ran out, so I've changed the battery in the camera. We're ready to roll. Let's go. Okay. We're going to put this puppy on high, and we're going to whip the hell out of it. We want the butter and icing sugar mix to come right up. You want to really whip the hell out of it and get it really nice and creamy and light and fluffy. And yeah, once that's done, we're going to chuck some flour and corn flour in. I'm not even going to sieve it, I'm just going to throw it in. Oh, the salt. There we go. Just a pinch. While you're waiting on that, you can get your trays prepared. Okay, so I've got a few nice trays here. The sort of trays I really like are the open-ended type. I do a lot of things with these open type trays. Oh, look, I'll show you what. These are my old ones. That's how well used they are. Righto. I bought some new ones just for the camera, just so they look pretty on camera. Okay, so you're just going to line your trays with baking paper as best you can. Roll of baking paper. There we go. Last one. Oh. There we go. Alright. So the butter's starting to come up, but I'm going to give it a bit of a stir around. Just get that stuff off the sides so it all gets really nice and fluffy. Give it a break. Oh, you want to use your beater for this, not your whisk. Didn't really think I needed to say that, but maybe I did. Okay, there we go. Gets it all off the side. Get some on your hands. Oh. And on the cupboard. There we go. Now's probably a good time to start preheating your oven as well. Now, I tend to bake these on 160 fan force, so whenever you talk fan force, you always take 20 degrees off. So when I say if you're not using a fan force, you'd be doing it on 180. Okay. What you want to see is you want to see the changing colour in the butter. You want to see it turn like almost whitish. You really want to get that air into it. Okay, I think we're just about ready. So I'm going to turn that right back to number 1. Just throw my flour and stuff in there. Doesn't even have to be clean, folks. Just dump it in there. Let the mixer do the job. One thing we don't want to do is work out gluten, folks. That's why with this recipe, it has a large amount of corn flour in it. That's why the biscuits are so short and they're so good. Okay, we're just going to give it a quick blurt. I'm going to take it off. That's it. Done. Scrape your beater down. Right, get rid of that. Now, this is the bit where you want to sort of, actually, that's not the right sort of tool for the job. I'm going to get myself a scraper. Grab yourself a scraper like this, folks. Get that out of the way. And then just fold it through at the end. Anything left in there, just fold it through. Make sure it's sort of all nicely amalgamated mix. Right, and there we go. That's ready to go straight in the bag. Okay. Just wash your hands. Okay, we're going to start loading our piping bag. So what sort of bag do we use? I'll tell you what, you're never probably going to do these with a plastic bag. I'm always advocating the old school bags, the cloth bags. Get yourself 1, 2, 3, whatever. They're awesome. Okay, so this is quite a thick mix, so start loading up your bag like that. Chuck it all in. Actually, that will be one load. There we go. Try not to get the mix everywhere. Right, get rid of that. Now we're going to start piping. So this, folks, is a really good way of improving your piping techniques with rosettes. So the way we actually hold a piping bag, most people hold it from the back here like that, and they try to pipe like that. But this is a technique I learned many years ago. So you grab the neck of it like that, you have like a reservoir up the top. So you get that, then you twist it that way, and that's the way you hold the piping bag. Right, so anyway, the first one, there we go. You probably have to hold the paper a little bit till there's a bit of weight on there. 3, 4, 5. Now pastry chefs, whenever they pipe biscuits, they will always offset them. That's so that the heat is evenly distributed throughout the oven. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go, folks. If you've done everything properly, you'll end up with a tray of melting moments that looks like that. Now pop that in the oven for, I'd say, 12 minutes on about 160, and we'll be back for what we're going to do for them later. We're going to jazz them up a little. Alright, okay. Okay, see ya. We'll be back in a minute. How you going, folks? We're back. Hopefully you've baked them off correctly, and they should look like this. Really nice gold and caramel colour. And yeah, we're just going to slide them out onto a cooling wire, allow them to cool, and then we're going to dress them right up, make them look flash. You know, you ever seen those biscuits in a coffee shop? They'll charge you $4.50 or $5 for a single biscuit. These are the ones. Alright, back soon. How we going, folks? We're back with the melting moments. They're finally cooled down. I've turned about half of them over on their backsides. Yeah. So anyway, I've got a piping bag full of ganache. Let's go. So we're just going to cut that off. Right, and what you want to do is you want to just pipe a spot like that, just on your biscuits. You know, you don't have to use ganache. You can use like a lemon buttercream, you can use white ganache, you can use pretty much anything. You know, lemon curd if you want, passion fruit curd, you can use anything you want. I think these goes really well with ganache, but right, here we go. We're going to stick these puppies together. So here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Two hands. There we go. Boom. Don't worry about the ganache, that will set. It'll set nicely actually. Boom. A few more over here. Alright, last one. There we go. Alright. They're almost done. Alright, one stage left. Right, you want to get yourself some nice icing sugar? Just regular icing sugar, you don't have to pay a great deal of money for it. Okay, so add a spoonful. There we go. Alright, just give them a good solid coating of icing sugar. Don't need much, a little bit goes a long way. Anyway, alright, here we go. Here we go. Nice melting moment. Yeah, they charge a lot of money for these in cafes. You can make them at home yourself. Alright folks, hit the like button, do whatever you want. See you next time.